discrimination. And this was something women could identify with because he was authentic. It was his authentic self which was appealing to him. The other thing which helped women identify with him was the fact that he had an open mind. He was inclusive. And so nothing he said was ever the final word. He was always open to listen to the last person, and he was always trying to reach the last person. At one point, a British reporter asked Gandhiji, Mr. Gandhi, why do you always travel third class? And he said, because there is no fourth class. So this was the Gandhi that had thought of so many things about reaching the last. And one of the things which I spoke about today from the audience, but I want to mention again, is that at one point, when he had decided to launch the Dandi March and break the salt law, and women were already participating in different ways in the Satyagraha movements that he had launched, Kamla Devi Chattopadhyay found out that women were not being invited to break the salt. They were going to be asked to stand and sell the salt, sing and support with bhajans, but they were not actually going to be marching to break the salt. So she actually jumped onto a train and went and met Gandhiji in the train and said that, and I'm going to quote her because this is how I'll end with, and she was 27 years old at that time. I was told that Gandhiji did not want them as he had other programs reserved for them. I was flabbergasted. I had built up a whole edifice of hopes of involving women in this great adventure. This was to be their breakthrough. They simply had to be in it. I told myself desperately. The only course was to get clarified by the leader himself. I sought a meeting. My conversation with Gandhiji was fairly brief. As I expressed to him the cause of my unhappiness, he cut me short emphatically, disabusing my mind of the suspicion of discrimination. The tasks reserved for women are a tribute to the high qualities they possess. They call for women is not only for slogan shouting, but utter dedication, which is a natural quality for women, he explained patiently. But I had to persist. He finally conceded, let them also participate in direct action. The significance of non-violent struggle is that everyone can take equal part and share the triumph. This struggle is ideally suited for women. Are you content, he asked. I have one request to make, I told him. I want you to give a call to women asking them to join the freedom struggle. I would like you to carry the message. Gandhi's eyes twinkled as he gave a laugh. You don't know your sisters if you think they need a special message. He did issue a call for women's participation in the Dandi March and the making of salt. The nation was mesmerized to see images of women marching firmly with Bapu, making salt and going peacefully to prison. And the rest is history. It is, there's so much more to say, but my time is up, and the bit that I have not addressed is Gandhi and sexuality, which I started with. But even on that issue, whatever Gandhiji was talking to people about, he was trying to imbibe, and he had an ambiguous notion with sex and sexuality. He loved to have sex with his wife, with Kasturba, and he lived with that guilt because he felt he had too much sex with her. He tried to address that by embracing celibacy later. He also fell in love almost with a lady called Sarla Devi Chaudrani and wanted to give up his leadership of the freedom struggle, and wrote to Raja Gopalacharya saying that I want to give this up, and Rajaji wrote back and saying, no, the freedom struggle needs you, please don't get mesmerized by people. So he was a flesh and blood creature, and it would be good to see him in that and also to see him in his context. And his most important contribution is to see that he was preoccupied with reaching the last, and the letter of Sudhir explains a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. I know how passionate you feel about Gandhi, so I could see that it was difficult to stop you, but thanks a lot. We have one more speaker, and I'm so sorry that we kept you waiting for so long. But do please share with us your thoughts.
Thank you very much. It's always difficult to be the last speaker of the day because either all the people have left or there's nothing else to say. But you can be sure that I will be as vibrant as possible. And first of all, thank you to Ruchira and her collaborators, people like Juanita, Tiku, Khushbu, Manish, everybody else who are still here, and for having invited me, and congratulations for the second volume to the